Oh man, guys, would you look at that? We have Donald and Joe chasing Carrot. This is what I've been waiting for. Please have eggs. Please have eggs. Please have eggs. Please have some eggs. Oh, no way. Those are eggs coming out of our Carrot. You know what that means. Let's grab a little bit of tank water here. Let's grab Donald. You always want to start by pre-seasoning the water. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So he's got a loaded tank here, Donald. So let's get all of Donnie's sperm out here, because Donnie's a great... I really like Donald. I really like his... I like his long, slimmer form. I like his thicker forehead wen. So let's get a lot of Donald's sperm out here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to release these eggs. You guys see those eggs? So we're just going to release them all around. Oh, man, there's a lot of eggs. But I don't even know if this is a good quality spawn. This spawn looks lower quality, honestly. This looks like a very low quality spawn. I'm going to grab Joe because I like Joe as well. So we're just going to add a little bit of extra Joe on top. We'll grab a little more Donald. Just a little more Donald. So you'll see there are a good amount of eggs that stuck, but not really a lot. So these eggs here are grouped a little bit too closely. I honestly don't think this was the best spawn, but let's see what happens. Let's add 10 drops of methylene blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Look at how they're all like. Let's really mix that blue in. This will help prevent the fungus. Nothing like a fresh batch of goldfish eggs, right? All right. Also, hybrid baby goldfish update. So you guys see that little baby goldfish and that little baby goldfish and these tiny little baby goldfish. So I found all these goldfish in this planted tank over here. So in this planted tank, I was just looking through here. And I saw these little tiny babies. And I'm like, what the heck? That means likely we had Jack, who's our only aggressive male, that likely bred with Stacy Jr., who's really the only one I'm not going to feed you guys right now, who's really the only one that ever produces eggs in here. So we have a hybrid black telescope white Ranchu goldfish babies that I found in here. So I collected them all up and I just put them in here because I wanted to save them. And look at that one. So that one right there, oh, where'd it go? That guy right there is Harold, and that one is Gerald. And these guys over here, I can't even tell them apart, so I haven't named them yet. I also moved Millie Bobby goldfish and this jumbo white male Ranchu goldfish into this tank. I really do want to breed them. And look how thick the wen has gotten on Millie Bobby goldfish. This is like a thick forehead. This is like a rhinoceros. She's like a rhinoceros of a goldfish. But I really like the slender body. I feel like you get less swimming problems with a nice slender body like this. So I'm really hoping I can breed Millie Bobby goldfish with that jumbo white Ranchu over there. I think we get some really beautiful babies. Also, I was looking at this tank over here, and it was looking a little bit foamy. So these are some of my baby goldfish, my millicodes and jigglycodes that I want to grow out. And anytime you see foaminess in your tank, that means we're having some breeding. So let's check some of these guys right here, right? So I do see a little bit of sperm coming out of this one. That's a male. Let's see. Again, oh man, this guy is really loaded. This guy was more loaded than Donnie. Look at the wen on this jigglycode right here. That's beautiful. So again, sperm. These are all males. Would you look at that again? We got another. This is a tank full of males. There's so many males in here. I don't see a single female. Anyway, I put some of the Ranchu goldfish that I want to grow out into these tubs right here. A couple of them are the hybrid Ranchus. If you guys didn't know, I named this one Mr. Blaze. That one guy was commenting for like over 1,000 videos for me to name a goldfish Mr. Blaze, so I named him Mr. Blaze. And these are some of my calico goldfish and like multicolored goldfish that I want to keep. Like, look at this beauty. Look at this absolute beauty. So I want to grow these guys out to be nice, big, chunky monsters. And Mr. Clean, our sick Mr. Clean, how is he doing? So his dropsy is still not returned. It returned for a second time. Now his body looks, you know, slightly swollen, just ever so slightly, but his dropsy has not returned since the second time. So I have him in warm, salted water, and again, I don't know how much longer Mr. Clean is going to make it. I don't know how much longer he's going to live for, but it's been I think around 2 months, maybe almost 3 months since no, it's been about 2 months since he first came down with dropsy, and he's still kicking it. He's still making it. He's looking a little sick and old, but honestly, he looks a little better than he looked last week. Also, it is illegal that Carrot 1.0 has grown to this behemoth of a size. Carrot 1.0, where did all the time go? You became a chunky boy. He became very chunky. Even after releasing the eggs from Carrot, they're not done, all right? They're still chasing Carrot a little bit, but I got some Luke's Goldies Power Sticks here. So we're going to feed them, and you know, if there's one thing goldfish like more than breeding, it's food, all right? Food is the best distraction. If you guys didn't know, we got Luke's Goldies Power Sticks, pellets and wafers, all restocked on the website right now. Oh my gosh, I dropped the food in there, and Carrot's trying to eat, but Donald is trying to eat something else. Donald is trying to eat something else. Buddy, that's not... Joe, guys, come on. I gave you the food. This is not a good advertisement for the pellets. This is not a good advertisement for the pellets. You were supposed to stop trying to breed with Carrot, and you were supposed to eat your food. He's eating something else. Also, I take one pellet, and I put it in the spoon. I use the back of another spoon, and I crush it. So then I'll take this crushed food, and I'll just mix it in here. And this is what the baby goldfish eat. So let's see, Harold, you gonna go eat some? See, Harold's not so bright. Oh, never mind, there we go. Gerald is a little more bright. Now I'm gonna collect up all the goldfish in this tank and put them in this bucket. Probably wondering, why are you collecting up all the come here. Why are you collecting up all the goldfish and putting them in a bucket? Well, I got to take pictures of them all. Because I'm listing all these goldfish on my website for sale. Okay, so it's time to do the very same thing for this fish tank. So you see this guy right here and this guy right here. So I'm going to be selling these two guys. I know they're very cute, but I'm going to sell them very discounted because they are very top-heavy swimmers. Now I know they're extremely adorable. They're pooping, but these ones are very top-heavy swimmers and they're very sensitive gut swimmers. So the temperature has to be kept a little warmer for these guys. They have to have a lot of peas, or else they really like to go forward. So I'm going to sell them, but I'm going to make them super cheap, and I'm going to put a disclaimer, and I'm going to say, you know, sometimes, you can see it right there. Sometimes they like to do this. They are adorable little fatzos. Look at this little dude. Look at that wen, big wen on him. Okay, all these goldfish here, and that one guy right there, they all have their pictures taken. So now I'm gonna go on my website and I'm gonna list all these goldfish that I just took pictures of. I'm gonna name them, I'm gonna price them, and I'm gonna upload them. And yeah, they will be available. So before I actually edit this video and upload it, that should all be on my website. Oreo, Wienerton, Cheeseball. Look how fat Cheeseball's gotten. You hungry, Cheeseball? You want to fill in that belly a little bit more? But yeah, Oreo's grown massive. Well, the Wiener's grown massive. The unnamed red cap that I just threw in here for fun. Look how bright. Look at the brightness of that red. I'll always be amazed at just how bright of a red those red caps have. It's honestly beautiful, but let's give them a scoop of pellets here. So we'll drop that. These guys are not currently trying to breed, so they're gonna go straight for food. Luke, what about the snapping turtles? We haven't gotten a snapping turtle update in forever. Well, they're still not the friendliest, and Hey, you're biting your papa. Don't bite papa. This guy right here, this is Bowser. This is Bowser, and as you can see, Bowser's gotten chunky. Bowser's gotten super chunky. He's gotten super fat. And this fella right here, this is Balthazar. Balthazar is also chunky, but not quite as chunky. He's a little bit smaller. Will you guys love me if I feed you? I feed you every day. You gonna take a bite, Bowser? There you go. Here he goes, here he goes. Look at the little snapper. Also, my good friends at Aqueon sent me a bunch of new aquarium lights that are gonna be a lot better than my old lights. So hopefully, I should be able to actually grow some plants in these tanks more. And the Lord God said, let there be light. Okay. You can really mess around with the spectrum of these lights a lot. I like to have the white on, the blue on, and then also make it a slightly red tinted. I think this is the best for growth. So on this tank, I have like a super expensive bright LED light. So this tank grows a lot of this Salvinia super easily. So I'm gonna grab a bunch of this right here, and I'm gonna throw it here into this guppy tank. And hopefully these lights will have a better spectrum to grow these plants, because I know these other lights that I had did not successfully grow plants. I just think the spectrum is not quite correct. Also, while I'm showing this tank, did you guys notice how many glass-bellied guppies we have now? You guys remember when it was just 4? We had 2 males, 2 females. Here's one of our original females right there. Look at that fatty. But now we have a ton. We have a ton of little guppies in this tank. I threw some yarn in here because that's going to help when there's new babies, giving them a place for them to hide. But we have just a crazy amount of these glass-bellied guppies. And our normal guppies, we got a ton of these guys too. So I've legit just been feeding these guys goldfish pellets, and they have been loving them and actually growing very well from them. So I just dropped some pellets in there. They rip it apart, and they've been multiplying like crazy. Look at that, guys. Look at all these guys go crazy. I'm astonished that like you just buy 4 of them. You buy 4 guppies and you wait a couple months and boom. So I'm really gonna get big into guppies because this is just awesome. These guys, I want them to breed. I want you guys to breed, so please don't eat Millie. Please eat up these pellets and Millie get to egg producing. You chase her when it's time. Hey, buddies. Gonna give me some more hybrid goldfish? This red cap Aranda tank has really grown to be one of my favorites just because they're so friendly. These are some of the most friendly goldfish. When I'm here, do you guys see how they all come near me? So I don't know if it's just the breed or it's just because they always see me because I'm always around this corner, but these red cap goldfish in this tank, they are some of the friendliest little, oh, you want some pellets? I can boop them, boop, boop, boop. I can boop them in the head. They always come right up to me. So I just have a great interaction with these fish. Love these guys. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I fed my fish. Was blind, but now I see. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot about you guys. Now we gotta dump this water out and put fresh water in because there was a lot of sperm in this water. And the way you are successful in hatching eggs is you constantly change that dirty water out for clean water. I'm just adding in some fresh water over here, trying not to blast it straight at the fish. Every time I turn around, I see them going and chasing carrot again. So I'm honestly wondering, does she still have more eggs in her? Oh my goodness, she had more eggs in her. Why didn't you release those earlier, buddy? I am moving the little derpy tiny goldfish over here. Just look at him compared to all the rest. He's just this tiny little nugget. He's just this tiny little nugget. Yo! Y'all better not be trying to eat him.